let's have a look how DOFLinx works on a number of different machines. Okay, so here's my mini pinball machine. It's actually two 22-inch screens, obviously landscape and portrait. The top landscape one actually comes off and folds down and sits on top, which is really great because I take it away when we travel. It allows me to, do some development and things like that. It's actually got RGB flipper buttons on either side, some illuminated buttons across the top. Down a bit further, there's USB ports and some buttons over the left-hand side. There's a pinscape in there to power those, but that's not really necessary. It's just so that I've got something to develop with. On here, you'll see that DOFLinx is, as always, displaying the back glasses. We can find a. What do I want to play here? We'll find a game that I feel like bringing up.
Come on down south by here and meet some friends, man.
So it's just a standard Pinball FX. So you'll see the built-in FX DMD comes up just below the back glass there. So I've actually got surround sound set up in this. You might be able to hear the flippers. So that's DOFLinx driving the surround sound from Pinball FX. Now, it doesn't have exciters or anything like that. It's just got speakers. But nonetheless, you can get the surround sound stuff working on there. And I think the buttons down the bottom, you might see them illuminating because they're connected up to both the slingshots and bumpers from memory. So just so that I get the feedback while I'm testing things out. Now this is the mini pinball machine with Pinup popper running. It's also got in the middle here, that's DOFLinx. So that's actually running a DMD on screen, and then DOFLinx is driving that. So if we go along to the Mame games, what we should get is you've got Pinup popper sending messages to DOFLinx, which is then changing the marquees and the high scores. So you can see the high scores changing there. So this high score screen at the top here is actually the DOFLinx score screen. Now we'll see that a bit more if I just go and find where are my favourites gone. Let's start up again. I'll start up Gallagher, Fast Fire. You can see the scores up the top again. So you can see the high scores as you move games changing. As I say, that's Pinup popper sending messages to DOFLinx to change both the banner, the marquee, and the high scores. So let's start the game. What you'll see is the insert coins comes up on the DMD. So if you've got a DMD in your pinball machine and you're putting Mame on your pinball machine, you can run DOF to DMD and get all of these things to happen. So now we're in the game. Put in a coin, so you can select player 1, put another coin, you can select player 1 or 2. That's actually using the outputs of Mame, which what it does on the real cabinet is power the lamps inside the player 1 and player 2 buttons. So they're being grabbed by DOFLinx and shown there. Oh, unfortunately, I've got a command prompt sitting up there as well, but let's ignore that. Let's just make out that's not there. So let's get the game going. Now what you'll see is the score screen will start to show, stage 1 on the DMD. As I fire, we've got scores and animations happening on the DMD. And because I've got the DOFLinx score screen turned on, live scores and live shot ratios, hits, you see the stage up there as well. If I get myself killed, oh, sorry, I haven't got the lives set up on there, so that was actually pointless. But you can put lives on there as well. Depending on the game. You'll see the stage change in a moment. There's stage 2 on the DMD and just changed on the live score screen. And you've got the animations dancing all across the screen as well. So it's a fairly good way to actually run with Mame on the pinball cabinet. because you can get all of these things to happen without any custom hardware. This is just 2 SVGA screens and a PC, nothing more, nothing less.